Thank you very much, the Australian High Commissioner, Your Excellency John Fix, DFET and team from the Australian High Commission, Vanua, village elders, ladies and gentlemen, senior government officials, invited and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Nisambula Vinaka, and a very good morning to you all. Yes, this is my third trip to your beautiful island, and I'm very pleased to be here this morning again for the official opening of the new maternal and child health clinic, which is part of the services that is provided at the Koro Health Centre. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks a new beginning in our efforts to rebuild the facilities that were damaged by severe tropical cyclone Winston. Indeed, grateful to be present among you all after my visit to Koro last year in December during the official groundbreaking ceremony for this project. And I'm pleased to say that within 9 months, we are blessed to be here again to witness the official opening of the much-awaited maternal and child health clinic. Thank you to the Vanua for your gesture of warm welcome through your Sevu Sevu. And of course, I'm sure you're equally happy to be here with us to see that the new facility is opened and work begins. On behalf of the government of the day, I'd like to acknowledge the communities, the village elders and all the villages on this island for showing your strength and resilience in rebuilding your life after the dreadful experience of severe tropical cyclone Winston in 2016. I'm sure you will not forget the trauma that you went through, but we are on a slow recovery path to rebuilding our lives. As I traveled from the airstrip across to the health center, I was marveled to see how things have rebuilt. The lush vegetation that has grown back again, and the fact that we are rebuilding your school, we have rebuilt your health center, is indeed a testimony of the effort that we have put in to rebuild your lives through our partnerships with our bilateral partners. And this morning, we are here to strengthen our partnership with the Australian government. And with that, we will hand over your new maternal and child health clinic. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a wonderful development project that we are going to witness today. And may I ask all of us to put our hands together to thank the Australian government, the DFET team, for playing a very, very significant part in assisting the Fijian government and the Fijian people, especially here at the Koro Island, to ensure that you enjoy services and facilities that people in the mainland areas enjoy. There's no reason why people living in maritime areas should not enjoy the same facilities as people in the central and the other areas enjoy. So thank you, Your Excellency, and your team for a wonderful effort. Ladies and gentlemen, this new extension to the maternal and child health clinic will provide a new look and enhance services to many mothers and families who will seek for critical information, support and advice on a variety of topics, including child health, development and learning, child behavior, parenting, maternal health and well-being, child safety, immunization, breastfeeding, nutrition, and family planning to assist with the overall development of our families. The new extension is uniquely designed as it remarkably consolidates the maternal child health under one roof. It incorporates the child health clinic, the integrated management of childhood illness program along with the emergency delivery room. Ladies and gentlemen, this development is a great boost indeed to your health services here on Koro Island. Of course, the new clinic will empower our health staff to reach out to as many communities through public awareness and community outreach programs on safe motherhood and health development. I'd also like to put on record my appreciation, the Ministry's appreciation to our hard-working staff in the maritime areas, especially here in Koro, for providing the much-needed services that you do. So SDMO, you and your team, all the doctors and the nurses here, thank you very much for what you do for our people here in Koro. I'm told that this health center is inclusive of this new maternal child health clinic will be manned by 1 doctor and 3 nurses. And I'm pleased to note that there is a delivery suite that will cater for emergency deliveries, an initiative which greatly complements the Ministry of Health's ongoing program relative to safe motherhood. This will ensure that those mothers who need an emergency delivery will be able to access this critical health service near to them and at a time when they need it. This new facility, ladies and gentlemen, will reach out to 14 villages in Nassau district and has a population of well over 5,000 people and more. Such developments are possible through sheer commitment and partnerships to reach out and make a positive changes in the lives of communities. The new maternal and child health clinic before us has been made possible, as we mentioned, through the dedication of the Australian government in providing a funding of 394,000 Fijian dollars. And not only that, the Australian government support has expanded into an investment of Fijian 25,000, which has resulted in the upgrading and maintenance of the existing Koro Health Centre after it was damaged during TC Winston. Ladies and gentlemen, with the level of destruction caused by Tropical Cyclone Winston, we know we cannot fight the forces of nature, and we must always be prepared for cyclones and other natural disasters. That is why it is important to make buildings as strong as possible. And I'm pleased to say that again with Australia's support, Koro Health Centre has been upgraded to level C. It is through the generosity of the Australian government that this new clinic has acquired appropriate medical equipment, beddings, medical tools, infant warmers, and new furniture to name a few. These equipment are worth Fijian $150,000, will add great value to the services that will be delivered here. Assistance has also been provided through the supply of 1 hybrid solar and wind harvest along with 2 standby diesel generators worth $65,000. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands once again for this generous commitment. Of course, the clinic extension here at Nassau will be a great new asset for your community, and I'm sure you are also appreciative of this continued support and generosity. If you remember, ladies and gentlemen, that one of Australia's largest naval vessels, HMS Canberra, was anchored off your island for almost 1 month following TC Winston. The troops on board worked hard in meeting immediate shelter needs, restoring water supplies, cleaning debris, and making preliminary repairs to your school and health facilities. In addition, Australia also supplied shelter kits, tarpaulins, water and sanitation kits, and hygiene kits, which were distributed to your people during the humanitarian response, as well as funding for UNICEF to establish temporary learning spaces in schools and deliver educational materials for the children in Koro. Ladies and gentlemen, the support from Australia is truly commendable. Assistance has not just been in the field of health, as we see today, but also for other construction projects, such as repairs, construction of your 6 schools, the new Red Cross building that has been underway here on the island for 7 months. I'm also informed that Dambasovi District School is completed, and the remaining institutional buildings are expected to complete by the start of term 1 2019. The rebuilding work is managed by Australia's Access to Quality Education program in partnership with our Ministry of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Fijian government and the people of Koro, I would like to once again convey our sincere appreciation and thanks to the Australian government for your continued support towards the recovery program on building back stronger and building more resilient infrastructure and community service. Australia has also founded Habitat for Humanity Fiji in partnership with New Zealand AMFET, the UN and Fiji Red Cross, to conduct Build Back Safer training in late 2016. With Australian funding, Habitat has built 10 shelters for village youth and trained over 120 people on how to rebuild their homes. There have been other rebuilding support to Nassau, and these includes building of our nursing quarters, providing the cold chain equipment, including the power source and the special cold storage, and working through UNICEF in providing support through WASH program in 2 districts, namely Mundu and Dawa. Ladies and gentlemen, as a government, we are proud of our strengthened collaboration with Australia that has doubled our strength in rebuilding efforts. Whether it's building a school, whether it's building a road, whether it's building a school facility, we know that the payoff from these investments will benefit Fijians today, tomorrow, and in the future generation. We are committed to capitalizing on our partnership to take our health services to a new level, and this commitment, as you are all aware, is enshrined in our Constitution. We are committed to building a stronger Fiji through developing healthy families as being the foundation for sustainable development. As such, ladies and gentlemen, the government has allocated $382 million in this year's budget to improve the health of our Fijian families, both by funding new capital projects and also through the recruitment of highly skilled medical personnel to effectively deliver health services. In this New Year's budget, we have dedicated over $60 million for new capital developments. As such, there are renovation works undertaken for Nadamaki Health Centre, Nambasovi Health Facility, which will follow later. These renovations, ladies and gentlemen, will be funded through the government's budgetary allocations. On another note, there are new facilities in development across Fiji, and the government has actioned its commitment to deliver improved healthcare and enhance accessibility to Fijian families through strengthened collaboration and friendships with our counterparts. It is our sincere hope that this partnership will continue to nurture through mutual understanding, friendship, and solidarity through many, many more years to come. On that note, I'd also like to acknowledge the unity and strength of the people of Koro, the Vanua and the village elders, which has kept you going through some of the most challenging times one can imagine. On that note, I'd also like to encourage you to please take healthier steps by embracing healthy lifestyle. We need to eat healthy, we need to exercise daily, and we need to have a diet that is full of local fruits and vegetables. While we have the healthcare facilities to provide you with the healthcare, ladies and gentlemen, living a healthy life is in your hands. The choices that you make on a daily basis determines the health of you and your families. We at the ministry continue to reach out to communities with the aim of getting people to change, getting people towards behavioral change to address the increased numbers of NCDs. When we talk about NCDs, I think one of the things that we normally talk about is diabetes and high blood pressure, hypertension, and cardiovascular diseases. These are some of the things that we bring upon ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. And looking around your beautiful island, I'm sure there's fertile soil in abundance, lots of fresh fruits and vegetables that can be grown and consumed by the local people. And one of the simple advices that we give to our people is to quit smoking and reduce consumption of kava and alcohol. I was just talking to the staff here, and I've been told that the MenC vaccination is currently being carried on in your village, and it's almost on a completing stage. And I thank you for allowing us to vaccinate your children from 1 to 19 years. As you know, that Fiji is currently under the outbreak of meningococcal disease. So again, this vaccination is only given to adults or children between 1 to 19 because that was our target group. However, you and I are not safe from that disease. All we need to do is to ensure that we practice hygiene practices. Simple things like washing our hands. Simple things like not sharing. You might have seen that I did not want to share my billo. So that outbreak is done to that. Washing your hands, not sharing kava bowls, not sharing water bottles. And if I may just say that the vaccine that we have given to your children is not a lifelong protection. So that is something that you and I can work to ensure that we do not contract that. So just simple things like that. Talking about NCDs again, ladies and gentlemen, we speak about NCDs, we speak about diabetes, which is of a high concern to us. And last year alone, we had 348 people who lost their limbs to this deadly disease. So again, Health, your health is very serious, and we'd like you to join us in ensuring that we create community awareness about healthy lifestyles. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, each one of us can contribute. Each one of us can contribute to our health. Each one of us can be champions within our community by being a health advocate, by being informed and responsible choices when it comes to our health and families. Like I said, we can continue building facilities. We can continue recruiting doctors. But at the end of the day, we want you to practice healthy living within your community. It's a choice that you and I have to make for ourselves and our families. And because the choices that we make has a lot of impact on our children as well. So, all in all, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you once again for having us here. And like I said, I'm sure you are all equally happy with the new facility, the new service that will be now provided to your people. I'd like to ask the community and the staff here to take ownership of the new facilities. I'd like to urge the community to look after and protect our staff that are here to serve us. We've had a few cases where our staff were sort of not looked after well, and they were actually harassed and abused, and we had to close the facility for a few days. You need to work with us in protecting our doctors and our nurses who are here to provide, and I'm sure we will not have an incident like this here in Koro. And finally, thank you once again to, like I said, to all the medical personnel, to our contractors here, I forgot, for ensuring that the project is handled on time. And God bless you all, and I look forward to touring the new facility. Thank you.
I'll be doing the child health clinic.
Beautiful. Who wants to eat it? Who wants to eat it?